At Ultra Cooker, we've just tested the Moulinex Multicook Stir and Fry, and in this video, we'll give you our honest opinion. If you're interested in this product, we've included a link to the best price just below this video. This multi-cooker has impressive dimensions of 37 by 35 centimeters. Its large size gives it a generous capacity of 6 liters, allowing you to prepare meals for large families. During our tests, we found that it sometimes lacked stability, mainly due to its low weight of 7 kilograms and the absence of suction cups under its structure. Its interface consists of a color LCD screen with touch buttons. These buttons are dedicated to time and temperature settings, delayed start, mixing function, and keep warm. There is also a button to start and stop cooking. The air fry modes are located on the left side of the screen and the multi-cook modes on the right. Overall, we found the interface to be responsive and well-designed during our tests. The multi-cooker comes with various accessories, including a rack for cooking food on 2 levels. This is interesting in theory, but in practice, it was not easy to synchronize cooking times when the foods were different. This rack is therefore more useful for cooking large quantities of the same ingredient. There is also a measuring cup, a ladle, a spatula, and a mixing paddle to insert into the bottom of the bowl when the recipe requires it. The paddle is used to stir the food, which is a new feature on this model compared to the previous version. The user manual provided contains detailed explanations for each mode. In terms of maintenance, the bowl and rack can be cleaned by hand or in the dishwasher, which is convenient. The manufacturer also recommends cleaning the heating element after each use with a damp cloth and hot water. So much for the design and maintenance. Now let's move on to the features and performance. The Multicook Stir and Fry has 14 programs. In air fry mode, there are air fry, crispy meal, steam and crisp, grill, roast, bread, and dehydrate. In multi-cook mode, there are risotto, pasta, sauté, slow cook, yogurt, and reheat. Unlike most of the multi-cookers we've tested, this one doesn't offer a pressure cooking mode. We find this a shame, as it's a mode that can be very useful for saving time and for certain preparations. The keep warm function kicks in automatically at the end of cooking, which is handy. The delay start can be set between 35 minutes and 15 hours, and the automatic shutoff helps to limit electricity consumption. We found that the end of cooking alarm was loud enough to be heard from the next room. Alarms also sound if an error is detected. Note that if you place the paddle at the bottom of the bowl, it will only start turning 10 minutes after the start of cooking to preserve the texture of the food. To test the performance of this multi-cooker, we started by preparing nuggets and fries on the air fry program. To cook the nuggets, we started with our usual settings of 12 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, but the meat was much too cooked this way. So we restarted cooking at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. This time, our nuggets were very good and well cooked, although they could have been even crispier. As for the fries, we were really impressed with the result. After 20 minutes of cooking at 180 degrees Celsius, they were perfectly cooked. Overall, we found the air fryer function to be very effective. We then tested the most common multi-cooker modes by steaming zucchini and then cooking a simple meal. To cook 200 grams of frozen zucchini, after a few minutes of preheating, 10 minutes on the steam mode was enough. They ended up tender and tasty. Finally, we prepared a small meal of rice with frozen zucchini and onions. To do this, we started by using the sauté program for 5 minutes with the vegetables and oil, stirring with a wooden spoon. Then, we added the rice, water, salt, and pepper, and ran the risotto program with the paddle for 13 minutes. Our rice ended up very well cooked, but a little dry, so we finished by sprinkling soy sauce over everything. This meal was made in less than 20 minutes and turned out very well. Note that this multi-cooker is not connected, and there are no built-in recipes. Complex preparations, therefore, require a certain amount of autonomy on the part of the user. Finally, we checked whether the surface of the appliance heated up significantly during cooking. On the hottest part, namely the lid, we measured only 48 degrees Celsius. The multi-cook is therefore quite safe if you have young children. And that's it for our test results. So, to sum it all up, the positive points of the Moulinex Multicook Stir and Fry are its 14 available programs, its very large 6-liter capacity, its high-performance cooking in its different modes, the fact that it has a delayed start and keep warm function, its practical paddle for stirring preparations, and its easy maintenance. As for the negative points, the fact that no recipes are provided, and that it does not have a pressure cooking function. That concludes our test. Thank you very much for watching. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price just below the video.